Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're opening a file that, honestly, it feels less like a police report and more like the script for some rejected spy movie.
It's an unsettling one. We're looking at the Xavier Dupont de Ligonnès case.
Often called the Shadow of Versailles.
Exactly. And our source material for this is an investigative briefing. It covers the forensics, the psychological profiling, and this collection of incredibly deceptive letters that just baffled all of France.
So our mission here is to really get our heads around how a seemingly perfect aristocratic family could be just annihilated.
And how the patriarch, the father, fabricated this whole international espionage thriller to, try and cover it all up.
Okay, so let's set the scene first. 55 Boulevard Schumann in Nantes. By all accounts, this was a picture-perfect home.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
We're talking about a family with noble lineage, deep Catholic roots. Xavier, the father, he actually held the title of count.
Right. And his wife, Agnes, was a pillar of their local church community. But then, April 2011, the shutters on the house close.
And the family just vanishes.
And this is where the story just splits into these two completely different realities. Because before anyone knew they were dead, Xavier sent out this bizarre document, the Letter to Nine.
It's an incredibly audacious lie. He didn't just tell his relatives they were moving. He said he is a secret asset for the American DEA.
The DEA?
Yes, he claimed the entire family was being whisked away into federal witness protection in the U.S. because of his deep cover work infiltrating drug cartels.
That is just unbelievable.
And he backed it up. He told them how to handle a house, to return all mail. He said they wouldn't be able to communicate for years. It was meticulous erasure of their lives.
Beds stripped, wardrobes empty. He even left a note on the mailbox.
It looked exactly like a family that packed up in a hurry for a new life.
Yeah.
But the forensic reality was just horrific.
So while friends are reading about secret missions in America,
the police are digging under the back patio, and that's where they found them. Agnes, the 4 children, Arthur, Thomas, Anne, and Benoit, and the 2 family dogs.
Buried in jute sacks with quicklime.
Yes. But there's a detail there that really changes things. In the graves, he included religious icons, rosaries, statuettes.
So he wasn't just hiding bodies.
No, in his mind, it suggests he was performing a ritual. He was saving their souls. He drugged them all with sedatives first, then shot them with a silenced .22 rifle. He wanted it to be a gentle exit.
Except for his son, Thomas. That timeline breaks the whole gentle narrative, doesn't it?
It does. Xavier killed his wife and the other children at home first. But Thomas was away at university. So Xavier actually drove to Angers.
And took him out to dinner.
Cook him to a nice dinner, play the loving father, all while knowing the rest of his family was likely already buried.
That's chilling.
Waiters said Thomas looked unwell, so Xavier may have even tried to poison him there. When that failed, he lured him back to Nantes, saying his mother was in an accident. Then he murdered him too.
So if we strip away all the DEA nonsense, what really drove him to this? It wasn't just debt, was it?
Well, it started with debt. The DEA story was a smokescreen. He was running what was basically a personal Ponzi scheme. He'd burned through his wife's inheritance, scammed a mistress.
But people go broke all the time. They don't do this.
And that's where the psychological profile comes in. We call it a narcissistic injury. He saw his own father die of failure, and he couldn't bear the shame of repeating it. To him, his family was an extension of himself.
So if he goes down, they all go down with him.
In his warped logic, yes. Killing them wasn't murder. It was a transfer to a higher state to spare them the humiliation of his ruin. He'd rather destroy his world than admit he failed in it.
And after all that, he goes on the run, the sort of farewell tour.
He travels south, stays at a 5-star resort, then shifts to a budget hotel. The last confirmed sighting is April 15, 2011. He's on CCTV walking toward the mountains with a rifle bag.
And then nothing. Just a string of false leads, right? Like that poor man they arrested in Glasgow.
Guy Joao, yes. A massive embarrassment based on a fingerprint error. But there's still some valid skepticism about whether he even acted alone.
The burial, you mean?
It's a huge forensic anomaly. The crawl space under that terrace was less than a meter high. How does one man with a bad back move tons of dirt and bury 5 bodies in there without leaving a single trace of dust in the house? It seems almost impossible.
It really is the ultimate question. So here's the thought to leave you with. Is Xavier Dupont de Ligonnès a skeleton in a ravine somewhere in the French Alps? Or is he sitting in a monastery right now watching the news knowing he pulled off the perfect exit?
That is the question that still haunts France.
Thanks for diving in with us. We'll catch you on the next one.